Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Anything But Freakin Wrestling. This is where me and my co-host, Jeff Lane, talk about anything but freaking wrestling. But, Jeff, you're going to be disappointed in me because, bro, people don't know. The Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt show went till about 2 in the morning yesterday, Eastern time. So I went to bed and I tossed and turned, and there are a couple of more things I want to say, pertaining to wrestling that I thought about like all night. So I know we always say we're not going to do this, bro, but we got to talk a little wrestling on this show today. All right. But Jeff, before we do, let me talk about kayfabecommentaries.com, our very proud sponsor, the best shoot DVDs on the market. There is a brand new one out with RVD, Rob Van Dam. And as a shoot, Rob is really one of the most honest guys I think I ever met in the wrestling business. Like, Rob is very laid back. He tells you what's on his mind. He was never political, never, ever, ever political. So, between Sean Oliver and RVD, you're going to get a straight shoot here on this You Shoot video. Rob can't help but offer his thoughts on Paulie, Vince, and Shane, and so many others. You want to know who Rob might have come close to laying out? I'd like to know that, because I just said Rob is very mellow. Then watch him play Pick a Hand, and there's a ton he has to say about the legalization of cannabis. Also, you'll learn RVD is a mafia aficionado, which I did not know. RVD's got 1 million fans out there, and rightfully so. You want to see a one-of-a-kind interview, go to kayfabecommentaries.com and look up the RVD You Shoot video. Also, I want to remind everybody the opportunity to join the brand. 6 days of video podcasting every single week. 2 new interviews every week. Next week, we have Scotty Too Hottie and James Storm. And obviously, you can opt out at any time. There's no long-term commitment. $4.95 a month, 6 days of video podcasting every single week. Real quickly, there are still a couple of covers left on eBay, and I've lowered the price on Jake the Snake Roberts and also Jerry the King Lawler. Go to eBay, go to seller Vince RSF. So to remember that, Vince Russo, San Francisco Giants, Vince RSF. And as soon as the Renaissance Man comes around, I'm sure we will put a couple more covers on there. What's going on, Jeff?
Nothing. Just want to ask our loyal listeners, viewers, I should say, if you enjoy the show, this series is now on IMDb. So go ahead, look it up and rate us. You can give us ratings on there and leave user reviews. So any feedback would be awesome.
And also, Jeff, there's a new Twitter account. If you're a member of the brand, if you're thinking about being a member of the brand, if you like the people in the brand, and it's at Brand Russo. Please sign up if you're a supporter of the brand. Jeff, I want to talk about something first.
Let's get the wrestling.
This is it's a non-wrestling thing first.
You don't want to kill the wrestling first?
No, because this is bothering me.
All right.
I've never spoke about this before, bro. And I want to see if I'm the only one that experiences this. Okay?
Okay.
Because this is really starting to annoy me and get on my nerves. It really is, bro. And I'm starting to get aggravated by this. Now, Jeff, let me first say, I'm going to put myself over here, okay? I tipped in this morning on the scales, 222.4.
Nice.
All right, bro. So this is what? The 27. That's 58 days of straight walking, and that's 27 and 7, about 34 days of straight dieting, bro. No carbs, no sugar, nothing, okay? But, bro, I want to ask you this. This is why I bring this up. I walk every day, Jeff. I'm probably like at about 5 miles now every morning. I can't do anything before I walk. But, Jeff, before I go walking, I have to have my cup of coffee. Okay, I know, bro, you're addicted to coffee as well, correct?
Correct. Absolutely.
How much you drink a day, Jeff?
Usually I'll have two tall cups in the morning. I've stopped drinking the mochas. I've just gone back to straight coffee. And I usually, like, I got a little to-go cup thing, you know, that goes in your car, and I usually drink 2 full glasses of those.
So just 2 a day?
Sometimes I'll have some late at night. Like if we're doing a show late and I want to make sure I'm perky, or if I feel myself at like 6, 7 o'clock at night, start to doze off a little bit, then I'll make some.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I'm drinking coffee all day long, bro. Make no bones about it. Okay, now, Jeff, let me ask you this very tough next question. Does coffee go right through you?
Oh, yeah. I'm peeing all day.
But peeing, not pooping?
Right.
Coffee does not clean out your system and make you crap like a banshee.
No.
It does that to me.
Are you lactose intolerant, and are you putting milk or cream with lactose in it?
I just put cream in my coffee.
See, I'm lactose intolerant, and I use lactose-free milk.
So that doesn't give you the shits.
No.
All right. Well, bro, part of the reason why I drink coffee is I know it cleans me out. It'll clean me out, right? All right, Jeff, I got to ask you this question. Jeff.
I'm listening.
So, Jeff, keep this in mind now. I drink the coffee and then I go on my walk. Okay? 5 miles. Now, Jeff, does this happen to you all the time? Like, bro, if you gotta take a nasty dump and like either you're in a car or you can't get to the can or you can't get to the toilet or you're out walking, whatever the case may be, are you able to magically like clench your buttocks, do whatever you have to do to hold it in until the second you hit that toilet, like the second you hit that toilet, it's just a huge explosion?
This is unbelievable. Don't rate this episode on IMDb. I don't crap in my pants, if that's what you're asking.
But isn't it, bro, the minute, like, bro, like, it's like you could hold it in for an hour, but the minute that toilet's in sight, the timing is like, am I right about this, bro?
You're trying to make sure I stay single, aren't you? And we turn off every female viewer we may have on this show.
Listen, I drank the coffee this morning and I'm walking the 5 miles. And, bro, as I'm getting closer and closer to the home stretch, I'm fighting it back. I'm fighting it back. Bro, this is no joke. Literally, I get in the house. I throw my walking cane. I rip off my jacket, leave it on the floor, bro. Bro, listen to this. I swear to you, I run for the can. Jeff, as before my ass hits the seat, bro, there was like this much space before my ass hit the seat, like this much space. Here it comes. And I'm like, what is that I was just able to freaking hold it for 30 minutes, but like the second the bowl's in sight, like, boom. Is that psychological?
It could be like sensory perception. Your body knows you're safe. Go ahead and let it fly.
You think so, bro? Because, bro, I hate the feeling. Like, I hate the feeling. Because, like, bro, I know. All right, you're going to hold it. But the minute you get in the vicinity of that can, freaking be ready to go, bro. Because it's like the minute your eyes see it, it's like, here she blows, bro. And I hate that.
You ever do where the knees buckle and you have to like lean backwards and you're like,
bro? I've gone to the shard level. I mean, I've sharded, bro, and I was close to that, bro. Literally, I was this far from the can today. Like I'm literally lining up, and boom. So like I'm just trying to figure this thing out. Is it a psychological thing? Like what is it that you can hold it for an hour, but the minute you see the toilet, that's it?
It could be. I don't know. Maybe we need to get a medical opinion on this. If anybody watching is proctologist or what's the gastrointestinal doctors, let us know. I'm sure it's it's either brain related or I don't know.
And I hate it too. I hate it because I know once I see the toilet, like if the pants like don't come down like immediately. All right. I want to talk about a couple things that bother me about
if anybody's still left watching this episode at this point.
Yeah, I want to talk about a couple things. I want to talk about Andre yesterday.
Good, you got his name right.
First of all,
we've heard Andrew on. I don't know. You've called us
bro. The ejaculating 8 times. All right, bro. Let's.
You know what's funny? I don't know if you saw this. Now that I submit all of our episodes to IMDb, I have to give them episode titles.
Yeah.
Every episode has to have a title. So yesterday's episode of Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt is called 8 Loads of Andre.
8 Loads of Andre. Yeah, Andre. Okay, really? Come on, bro. Really? But bro, here's the thing. I want to specifically talk about this because I don't want to seem like I'm being really, really, really hard on TNA, even though I probably am, bro. I mean, Jeff, I should be a professional, and I shouldn't take great joy in the 210,000 viewers. But the fact of the matter is, when I offered my services for free, they didn't have the decency to even email me back. So, like, I wouldn't even be human if I didn't find some enjoyment. I wouldn't be human. And bro, listen, I am a Christian guy, but that's why I am a Christian guy. I am human. That's why I like people to see all these sides of me, because it doesn't mean I'm a bad freaking Christian. It means that I'm human. So the human side of me, I take a little enjoyment, and I'd be lying to you if I told you that I didn't. But it goes back to, bro, I offered to help you for free, bro. You couldn't even answer me back. Come on. But anyway, so I don't want to appear like I'm overly critical of TNA, even though I probably am. But I take exception to Andre saying, I don't care what the rating was. It was a good show. Because this is, Jeff, Pro Wrestling Imbeciles the prior week went on and carried on about how great that show was. Okay? Dixie Carter responded to Pro Wrestling Imbeciles. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we work very hard. Okay, great. Guys, it was a great show. It was Seinfeld. Okay? It was Seinfeld. All right? Well, Jeff, 217,000 people. This is where I get pissed off. So 217,000 people watched the first run. Do the Pro Wrestling Imbeciles say, hey, you know what? Maybe our opinion doesn't really count. Apparently, only 217,000 people tuned in to watch the show. So even though we enjoyed the show, maybe it's not for everybody. Do they say, no, bro, what they try to do is bury the fact that it lost 80-something thousand viewers because they already went out on the limb and said it was a great show. So I take great offense to Andre saying, I don't care what the ratings was, it was a great show. Why I take great offense, Jeff, is because you're hurting the wrestling business when you do that. When you're saying, I don't care how many people watched the show, I liked it, you're hurting the business because it's not about you. It's about for the business to stay healthy. It's about the masses tuning in. I told Gaborik the same thing. Gaborik used to tell me, I don't care what the rating is, as long as I know it was a good show. What does it mean that you know it was a good show? You and Joe Blow in Iowa don't agree on what's a good show and a bad show. It don't matter what you think, bro. If the proof isn't in the pudding and the people didn't tune in to see it, your point means crap. So that's why, like, I jumped on Andre right away because that hurts the business. When you say, you know what, us selected few liked it, so we don't care what everybody else thinks. That hurts the business because you're putting it over, and then people like Dixie Carter are convinced nothing needs to change. You know what I'm saying, Jeff? Talk to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I've been second guessing my opinion of Lucha Underground as being correct or not because of the way the numbers have gone the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, I understand that. I've been saying how great of a show is, how great I think this will appeal to the mass audience. The numbers the last 2 weeks are going the other way. So, as I discussed yesterday, now I'm thinking maybe I was wrong about the way I've been saying this. Maybe I just enjoy this, but it's not a mass product. So, that's what's important. You're absolutely right, is how many customers you have, how many people are watching. If one person thinks it's good and you lose all your customers, well, you don't have a business.
Yeah, and Jeff, here's something else I want to say. Like I pinpointed to, Andre said, oh, the stories are good. So I asked him right away, what stories, Andre? He told me the Rosemary chick, Decay. And I said, what's the story, bro? And he explained the story about Jimmy Havoc and the whole 9 yards. Okay, Jeff, here's the problem. And I'm going to relate this to all my television watching, okay? And I'm going to relate this to my wife, Amy, who doesn't watch wrestling. He told me about this storyline with Decay and Jimmy Havoc, and he's the old boyfriend, which, bro, I mean, not for anything. Technically, you can't have a character on for 2 weeks and then get into this kind of a story. We don't even know the character. I mean, so like bro, and the reason why they do that is all money. You know why they do that, Jeff? Because they're in England. We have access to Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy Havoc is a cool looking character. Jimmy Havoc could be. That's why they do it. Like money dictates. Okay, she's only been on TV 2 weeks, but we're going to jump the shark because we have access to Jimmy Havoc in England. That's why they do it, bro. But that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right.
Right. You want the audience, if they're going to, they need to have an opinion on how they feel about Rosemary to get into this story, how they feel about the story. If you have two sticks and you say this stick is this stick's ex-boyfriend, nobody cares. You have to care about the people in the story to care about the story.
And I just explained all the reasons why they did it, bro. Havoc's over in England. He's a cool character. I get it. Okay. But my point was, he starts telling me about this story. So I'm like, right away in my head, well, I like Jimmy Havoc. Okay, I mean, I'll watch this. But, bro, here's the reality, Jeff. And I'm going to get into this in a minute. I sat down and I watched Impact. 40 minutes of it. The first 40 minutes, there were no stories. So after 40 minutes, I said, I'm done. That's it. You had 40 minutes of my time to freaking rope me in. I've seen nothing but wrestling in these 40 minutes. I'm done. That's it. So I never got to the story that Andre's talking about. Now, Jeff, I equate this. Me and my wife do this all the time, bro. And we did it just last week. Jeff, I have Netflix. Do you have Netflix?
Yep.
Okay, Jeff, a lot of stuff. Netflix is hit or miss. Some stuff is really good, and it's usually the documentaries, but some stuff's really freaking bad. And like, there's never, like, once in a while they get the blockbuster movie, but it's always like you're looking for a movie that sounds interesting, right? And bro, me and my wife do this all the time, Jeff. We'll pick a movie to watch. We did it just last week, and there was a movie called on. It was called A Welcome to Me with Kristen Wiig. And I'm a big Kristen Wiig fan. I'm like, oh, I never heard of this before. Let's watch this movie. I like Kristen Wiig. Okay? Bro, we're watching the movie. Literally, my wife, 15 minutes in, Vince, this sucks. Let's watch something else. 15 minutes in. That's my wife. 15, and bro, we do this all the time. We'll start watching something on Netflix, 15, 20 minutes. Bro, if you don't have me by then, I'm gone. So, like, that's the whole thing, bro. Like, okay, Andre, maybe that was a great story. Maybe there were other great stories. I gave you 40 minutes of my time to hook me. You did not hook me. But let me tell you this, Jeff, about Welcome to Me, okay? I told Amy, no, we're going to stick with this movie because, Jeff, it was about a woman, Kristen Wiig. She won the lottery, and she wanted her own show on PBS. And the show was about her. It was called Welcome to Me. So, bro, I was watching this show, and it was giving me, like, a lot of ideas for our podcast. Different types of shows, different things we could do. So, like, even though the movie was bad, I was like, I told Damon, I said, I want to stay with this. Maybe I can get shows for the podcast. Bro, about an hour into the movie, Kristen Wiig, full frontal.
So you would have missed that.
Yes. And bro,
how's she look? I mean,
bro,
I've never been really attracted to her.
Bro, I'm very attracted to her. You know why? Because she's one of those people that doesn't try to be attractive. You see what I'm saying? Like Tina Fey doesn't fool anybody with the glasses. She's trying to be sexy. She's not fooling anyone. Kristen Wiig like does not try to be sexy or attractive or nothing like that, which makes her sexy and attractive. But it was worth sitting through the movie.
I'm surprised that this wasn't a big deal. Like people haven't been talking about.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, "Holy crap!" Like, what the frig? Like, full, not just top, full, bro.
And there was no way it was a body double.
No. Okay, hold on, bro.
You know, I've noticed Netflix movies they're not really getting the big ones anymore. No. It's like they're going more to just a TV shows type deal. I don't even watch movies on Netflix anymore. I don't even bother. I don't search for them. If I'm on Netflix, I'm watching a TV show.
But Jeff, isn't it fair to say that 40 minutes is enough time to hook me?
Oh, yeah. But they don't write it like it's a television show. They don't understand that the people sitting down to watch it are TV viewers. Yeah. Could you imagine any other television show? I mean, we can only say this with Raw because that's the only show we get the hourly numbers. But I would guess that it's probably the same with Impact. Could you imagine any other television show where the viewers decline as the show goes on and it's staying on the air? No, it's unheard of. You know what I mean? Nobody shuts off these shows. Nobody shuts off The Walking Dead 35 minutes in, and I'm not going to watch the rest of this. I'll turn it on again next week. It doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Only wrestling. They don't get it.
And Jeff, I have one other wrestling thing. But speaking of that, bro, I have to throw this out there. Did you see Baskets, bro?
No, not yet. I'm so behind on everything, man.
Bro, you know what I'm really starting to love, Jeff? And I love this genre. They call it dramedy. Where it's a comedy, but it could also there are drama parts. And that's how I want Belle of the Brawl to be. I want Belle of the Brawl to be a dramedy, and it's kind of written that way in later episodes. But Baskets is a dramedy. And bro, just what a great show, bro. What a great show. Okay, Jeff, here's this is going to piss you off now.
How do you know?
Because I know you. You're a lot like me.
Okay.
This was on my Twitter feed today, and I have to address this. Somebody wrote on my Twitter feed. I didn't write the exact words, but it was kind of like Jeff and Vince. It was directed to both of us. It's been real. I'm out. Not a brand member. This is a tweet. So somebody that talks to us and stuff. It's been real. I'm out. Like pretty much the two of you have made it clear that you no longer love wrestling.
Yeah, I did see that tweet. I was confused what they meant. Are they out as in they're not going to watch our shows anymore? They're canceling their membership? Or are they
probably they're not. Well, I think if it was a brand thing, they would have said it. I think this was somebody on Twitter that maybe stays in touch with us. But now that we no longer love the business, they're out. They're not going to talk to us anymore because we've made it clear we no longer love the business. Let me ask you, this really bothered me, and I'm going to tell you why. Did this just roll down your shoulder?
I don't know. I didn't know what to think of it because I didn't think the person was being rude. I thought they were just telling us what they thought in a polite manner. So I don't know, like if they expected that we should love the business, like no matter what, no matter how it is, no matter what the products are like, we should always just love it. If that's what they expected, I just wasn't sure. I don't know.
I think they expected us to love the business. Love wrestling, love talking about it, love the shows, love the product, love the business. I think that was what they were looking for.
Well, it's different when you've been there. and I was never there as far as the business goes. But my experience in wrestling, I tried to make it. I didn't. I dealt with so many bad people. I had a lot of bad experiences in wrestling. I've been trying to write this book, and it's just not fun to write. So I've been struggling with it. But by the time I was done and I decided I'm not doing this, I'm not going to try to make it in this business. I hated wrestling so much I didn't watch it for years, because I would watch the product and it would just give me all the bad tastes and everything that I went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And Jeff, this hurt me a little bit, because I'm like, okay, we don't love the business right now. We make that clear. But then, like, Jeff, I'm trying to equate it to other things in my life, right? And Jeff, I always go back to baseball because that's the thing I'm the biggest mark for. Like, bro, listen, I made fun of Andre. Bro, if Buster Posey was on the other side of the table, I might do this. I might do this with Buster, cheek to cheek with Buster. Maybe, bro. But so, Jeff, listen, here's my analogy, okay? Bro, the Giants have a beautiful ballpark out there in San Francisco, AT&T Park. Bro, they've had hundreds of consecutive sellouts. Okay, Jeff? They're a very wealthy team. They have bukus of cash there. It's a gold mine. Okay, bro? Let's equate that to the WWE where Vince, they have the fiscal meeting, right, bro? And we're up 33% here and we're up 50% here. And Vince goes on television and corrects, I think it was Reigns, making it clear, I'm a billionaire. Okay, so I know the San Francisco Giants have money, and we clearly know the WWE has money. Okay, bro? Okay, so, bro, now going back to the Giants, they're in a very competitive division, much like the Yankees, bro. Okay? So now it's free agent season over the winter. Say all of a sudden, I know the Giants have all this money, but say all of a sudden now the Dodgers start signing free agents. And the Arizona Diamondbacks get Zach Greinke. And all of a sudden, all these teams in the same division are improving themselves. The Giants are doing nothing. Meanwhile, I know they have money. I know it's not a question of money, but they're not doing nothing. Okay? Now, bro, all of a sudden the season starts. These other teams have done taken steps and spent the money to improve themselves. The Giants did nothing. It's the same team last year that came in third place. Okay, bro? Bro, on top of that now, I start getting the feeling that, well, you know what? They're all right. They feel okay with mediocrity because they're making all this money. The people are still coming anyway. The people are still selling out the stadium anyway. Why invest all this money on putting the best product on the field? The people are coming anyway. Right, bro? But now all of a sudden I'm watching this team. They're a 500 team at best. They're not doing anything to better this team. They're not doing anything to correct any of the problems. It looks like the management is just going through the motions. At that point, am I going to love the Giants? Hell no. I would be saying the same exact thing about the team that I love and cherish that I say about wrestling right now. I would be saying the same exact thing. Here's another case in point, Jeff. I'm a huge Kiss mark. Huge Kiss mark, bro. Since 1977. Okay, bro? How many years is that? 87, 97, 40 years, bro. Bro, all of a sudden, Paul and Peter and Gene, all of a sudden they decide it's okay to put other people in Ace and Peter's makeup. Ace and Peter, who founded the band with those two. So all of a sudden, it's okay. We're just going to put other people in that makeup. Bro, I found that very, very, very disrespectful. Okay? Bro, I still support the band. Will I ever pay a dime to go see the fake Kiss perform? The fake Peter and the fake Ace? No. No, I will never pay another dime to see them perform again because I felt they were disrespectful to the two original members of the band. So my point is, things that I have loved my whole life, there are times and reasons why I fall out of love with those things. And then, bro, I'm not going to love wrestling till I'm on my deathbed because I loved, I loved the Valiant Brothers in 1973. I'm not going to love it for an entire lifetime if there's nothing there to love anymore. I want to love it. I want to give it my time. I want to give it my intention. I want it to be what it used to be. But if it's not, am I just going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I love wrestling no matter what it is? I love it no matter who they put in that ring. I love it no matter who's writing the show. I love it. Like, is that what's expected of us? Because at one time, you and I were very passionate wrestling fans.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come on here and say that it's absolutely great and I love it when I don't. But, I mean, you've said this numerous times. We don't represent the hardcore, diehard, watch anything wrestling fan. We represent the people that no longer watch. We're in that category. And that's why the business is declining. And that's why ratings are declining. And there's less jobs available for people in the industry because there's less customers. So it goes right to what you said about people saying the show, I don't care what the number says, the show was great. We're not going to do that and contribute to the decline in the business. We're going to come on here and tell the truth. This is why the business is declining. Here are the facts. And it just happens that our personal tastes are in line with that. You know what I mean? For the most part anyway. So I'm not going to be dishonest and say I love wrestling when the business the way it is today is not what I fell in love with. It's not the same. It's not even in the same ballpark.
Jeff, you know what's so funny, bro? Think about this analogy again. And, bro, I know I kill people with the baseball. I know I kill them with – but baseball, I use that because it's easy to simplify it, okay? Bro, you have a pro wrestling imbeciles, and you have Andre, and you got John Gaborik saying, I don't care what the rating was. It was a good show, okay? Now, bro, equate that to a baseball team. Are you going to have, bro, are the stands going to be empty if you have a world championship team on the field? Are the stands going to be empty if the Yankees are in first place in freaking September? Is Yankee Stadium going to be empty? Meanwhile, on the other side of that coin, if Yankee Stadium is empty, what is that telling us?
Team sucks.
It's not a good product on the field. Like, it's that simple. So it's like you convince yourself, oh, because I like the show, it's okay. No, bro, nobody's in the stands. Nobody's in the stands watching the show. And it's like, that's why I just get so annoyed, because when people say that, and like I said, bro, you don't believe Dixie doesn't buy into that. She's tweeting back to the pro wrestling imbeciles thanking them. So when you're telling her individually, Dixie, great show. Don't worry about the ratings. Don't worry about no, Dixie, worry about the ratings, because Pop TV does not care if Andrew Corbiel with his 8 orgasms thought it was a good show. He doesn't care if John Gabrick thought it was a good show. He doesn't care if pro wrestling imbeciles thought it was a good show. He's looking at 217,000 viewers, and this is what he's thinking, bro. God, that Dixie and John, they told me that we can get it back up to 1.3 million. How the hell are we going to do that? That's what's going through the guy's mind. That's what needs to be addressed. So that's it, bro. That's all I have about wrestling. I'm sorry that girl's out because we no longer love wrestling, but I don't think it was a girl. I think it's a guy
that had a girl as the picture.
Yeah, whatever. But I'm sorry, guy. I don't. Yeah, bro. Listen, Jeff. Just like, bro, if you start dating a girl, What does she have to do to get the love of Jeff Lane? What does she have to do? She has to earn your love, right? She's got to earn your love. You got to earn the love. Earn the love, and we'll love the show. You don't earn my love, I'm not just going to give it to you. You don't just give out love. You got to earn the love. Go ahead, Jeff. What do you got?
No, I was just going to say it's just I will never blind support something and feel like I have to support it no matter what the quality of it.
No, me neither, bro. Me neither. Bro, me and my wife, you were in the restaurant business, Jeff. Me and my wife used to go to a restaurant all the time and love it. Okay, bro? We went there about a month ago, and we hadn't been there in a while. Something drastically changed. Much for Attitude Era 2016 wrestling. Something drastically changes. Now, we used to love going to this restaurant. It was one of our favorite restaurants. This new experience now, something is totally different. Am I going back to that restaurant because I used to love it? No, I'm not, because you know what it is? It's, what have you done for me lately? The last time I came here, you guys stunk. I'm going to come back. I mean, that's across the board, bro. It's not just how I feel about wrestling.
I'm just going to change gears to one thing. I think we had a pretty good show so far. I got one thing I want to talk about.
What do you got?
Regal, the movie theaters, they're running this promotion for the new Batman versus Superman movie that's coming out in March. And I don't know what to think about this. I'm just curious if people are going to be interested in this deal. They're selling this ultimate ticket for $100. Okay. And for that $100, you can see that movie every single day that it's in the theater. You can see it in IMAX every day. You can see it in 3D every day. You can see it at normal every day. You can see it once a day for the movie's entire run if you buy it for $100, and they're selling 1,000 of these. I'm just curious. Is that I'm excited to see the movie. I'm sure it's going to be good, but we're not talking like Star Wars here or something that I think people are going to want to go multiple times. I don't know. Do you think anybody's going to spend $100 to go see this movie every single day in the movie theater?
See, Jeff, here's a good question back at you now. You said, like this isn't Star Wars. You're wrong, bro, because it is Star Wars to some people. Okay, so the question to you is, would you have bought that deal for Star Wars?
Maybe. I would have thought about it. I don't know.
What's an IMAX ticket cost you these days?
Because I've seen it twice. I've seen it twice, so I've probably spent $25 on tickets. I don't know.
An IMAX ticket is what, $12 for argument's sake?
Yeah, I think it's like 13 to 15, something like that.
Realistically, bro, you'll go see that movie 8 times?
Yeah, that's that's a lot.
That's a lot, bro. I mean, that's a lot, man.
Yeah, but I don't.
And that's it, bro. No, nothing with the nothing with the concession stand. No free popcorn every time you go. You just get to view the movie.
Right, and I guess it's got to be at a Regal theater since they're selling the tickets. I'm assuming you can't bounce around and go to like Cinemark and all this. You have to keep going to Regal to see it. But yeah, it's just for. You can view it every day, once a day. It has nothing to do with. Well,
bro, if we roughly average a ticket at $12, you'd have to go see the movie 8 times, bro. I think I'm fair to say, it's fair for me to say, I've never seen any movie in my life that when it first came out, I would have went to see it 8 times. Not even Rocky.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen a movie more than 3 times in a theater.
Now, you said they're selling this?
They're selling 1,000 of these tickets.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like they sold 1,000.
No, they're only going to offer 1,000. It's going to go on sale Monday.
People are going to buy them, bro. People are going to buy them, but I would love to know the percentage of the people that basically get their money back. You know what I'm saying? I would love to. How many people are realistically going to go see it 8 times? Unless, bro, is it like a collector's ticket? Is it like one of those gimmicks?
It didn't say in the article I read. I'm not sure.
I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
That's all I got, man.
That's it?
Yeah, I had a bunch of stuff, but we've gone so long. It's gonna be filler. So,
bro, I got good stuff.
Okay.
2 things. bro, we have to pay our condolences to Tony Burton. You hear about this, Jeff?
Yeah.
Duke.
Was he in Creed? I haven't seen it yet.
He that was the only one he was not in. Tony Burton was Duke. If you don't know Duke, he was Apollo Creed's manager. Bro, trivia, he was the only one that appeared in the first 6 movies. So from Rocky 1 through Rocky Balboa, Duke was in all the movies. He was so ill, he didn't even get to see Creed. But Duke passed away at the age of 78 years old. Bro, I got to tell you a little inside story, Jeff, about Vince Russo. We were such marks for the Rocky series. Me and my friend Jeff, if you can see, like it's hard to see, but there's a photograph of my friend Jeff. I got a couple of them on my TV. He passed away at a young age, bro. We were like brothers. But anyway, there was a classic scene in Rocky 2 that we always used to recite to each other. And you'll remember this, Jeff. It's when Apollo Creed wants the rematch. And like Duke knows there's a problem with this Rocky. Like as a manager, he's trying to say, bro, you don't want to do this, knowing I can't tell Creed what to do, you know? So, bro, he goes, Duke, Tony Burton goes, I remember verbatim, he goes, champ, I know what you're feeling. I know what you're feeling. Here was the phrase. I'm going to tell you how much this phrase meant to me. I know what you're feeling, champ. Let it go. Let it go. Like, bro, he wanted this guy to have. Bro, me and my friend was so stuck on the let it go phrase that the very first Jeep I had when I was about 20 years old or whatever, bro, Jeff, you know, you got to get the wheel cover in the back. He got me the wheel cover in the back, and he had somebody do the artwork that said, let it go on the back of my wheel cover. But, bro, that scene when he's trying to talk, just champ, let it go, let it go. But, bro, he added so much to those. Bro, he was one of those guys that, you know, bro, he wasn't the big star. But if Duke wasn't on those shows, you would have felt like something was missing, bro.
Especially Rocky 4 after Apollo died and he went and trained Rocky for, you know, his fight in Russia.
Yeah, yeah. But 78 years old, bro. Tony Burton, man. What a great character actor. All right, bro. Here, I saved the best for last. All right?
Yep.
Bro, when I'm writing down quotes, you know it's something good. And Kanye's at it again. All right, bro. Here's Kanye's new thing, bro. Jeff, you know how there's the whole hullabaloo, the Oscars are racist, you know, a bunch of people aren't going anymore, black actors don't win awards, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so Kanye has taken it upon himself now. You ready, bro?
I'm ready.
The Grammys are racist. The Grammys are now racist. He's taken it upon himself. Bro, he's carrying on about how they don't represent all of these young black rap artists. And bro, he starts talking about, oh yeah, well, they didn't recognize my boy Thug J and rape artist Q. And like, bro, like with all these worst names like you can possibly imagine, then you think of like, bro, the prestige of the Grammys. You know, bro, you know, Mr. Billy Joel, you know, Madonna, and all the people that show up for the Grammys. And, bro, they're going to celebrate Thug J, you know. Okay, so anyway, bro, now he goes off. They're racist. The Grammys are racist. All my boys should have been recognized. Nobody gets recognized. Bro, here's the statement. You ready? Just cracks me up, bro. He tweets this. Hi, Grammys. This is the most important big artist talking. If I'm not on the show next year, then there is no show. So, bro, to all his colleagues and all his friends and everybody in the industry, he's declaring that he is by far the biggest, the biggest artist today. By far, bro. We're talking about the biggest artist. And basically, if he doesn't show up to next year's show because he thinks it's racist, then there's going to be no show. Don't have a show. Nobody's going to show up if Kanye West doesn't show up.
Good luck to that. Good luck with that, Kanye.
Bro, how can you publicly make statements like that? It just so like, brother. I mean,
I couldn't imagine being that much in love with myself and thinking I'm the greatest person in the world when I'm not. That's the part that he honestly believes this. It just blows my mind.
I'm the most important big artist talking. This is the most important big
I think
artist
he's
talking.
got him. I think he's got mental issues. I think he's got a real mental illness. I don't know. There's something wrong with him.
Jeff,
I think.
you know what I always think about? Like, and obviously I'm a little older than you, but bro, I can't help myself. When I hear statements like this, like my mind immediately goes like to the Rat Pack. Like my mind immediately goes to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. Bro, what would those three guys think about a jackass like this? Like, what would they like? I mean, can you imagine Frank Sinatra reading this? Like, he would be like, Kanye, who? Like, has this guy ever done anything? That's what I always think about. I think about the greats, the real greats. And then people like this come along. It's like, oh my God, what gives you the freaking right to say something like that, bro?
I don't know.
Unbelievable, bro.
He needs. I don't know. I just wish he would kind of just fade off into the sunset and we didn't have to hear from him anymore. But people like us, we keep talking about him, and everybody keeps talking about him, and he's always going to be there until people stop paying attention to him.
That's true, bro. So that's it, bro. Nothing else you want to bring up?
Nope.
All right. What about any new shows coming up from the Jeff Lane camp? Any weigh-ins coming up? What's happening at Jeff Lane 22 up on the screen?
Yes. I'm supposed to be doing a weigh-in with Big Guy. It'll be a month since we did the last one. He took your advice. That's what he wants to do. So that's supposed to be next week. And then I will hopefully be putting together a new Destiny Unbound featuring that after that.
Now, Jeff, tell him too about Zach's show, because I know you're working a lot with that. I know you did a lot with that show.
Zach Eisenstein has a new show up on the brand in the free section, same area where you find this show. It's called The Drive. And what he's doing is he's noticed, being on the road as a musician, there's a lot of similarities in his path as it is a wrestler. So he's become friends with a lot of wrestlers. He's bringing them on the show. They're talking about, different things that they went through. The first episode is up with Rude Boy Riley, who's a friend of Zach's, and he's the Tier 1 heavyweight champion. He works a lot of big shows right now. So they talk about, how they met and the path that Rude Boy's on and things like that. It's a different take on a conversation between a wrestler and a host, because while Zach's technically the host, he's more like just a two of them having a conversation back and forth about a different aspect of the wrestling industry, like life on the road. It's really cool, I think.
It is really cool. And Zach's very natural, bro. I watched it yesterday and I texted him. He's very natural. I mean, bro, he's in the entertainment business. I mean, and he's got a great personality, bro. I mean, he really does. So it's called Drive.
The Drive. The
Drive. Okay. So it's called The Drive. What is there a particular day of the week that's going to be airing, Jeff?
I don't think that show's going to follow the path. That's totally up to Zach. I just told him, when you got one and you want to do it, let's do it. Because I think what I've run into, I know you succeed with this, even though you go through the headaches of it. But when I try to nail down a show for a date, I feel like that I'm rushing it and it's not going to be a good show. So that's why I don't have a date for Destiny Unbound. When the episode's done, I put it up. So that's what I recommended to him. But ultimately, it's his call how he wants to release it.
Also, Jeff, I made the decision today when I was out walking. That's when I do a lot of thinking. I made this decision today. Yesterday was the debut of the Beauty and the Beast show with Scott Casey Gale and Sarah Russo. Okay, now, bro, if anybody watched that show, I think it's clear and obvious to everybody. It's not the easiest thing in the world pulling sentences out of these two. I had to literally stand on my head to keep the conversation going. Let's call a spade a spade. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do. So, bro, what I decided I'm going to do is, bro, you know how all the time I talk about, listen, it's not whether I like it or not. We got numbers. We got numbers. We have numbers, bro, of people that watch the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm telling Sarah and Scott next week, I'm holding them accountable for ratings, bro. And this is the number we did this week. And if you don't surpass this number next week, there may not be no show. So I don't care what you got to do. Scott, I don't care. I don't care. Whatever Scott's got to do, whatever Sarah's got to do, you better bring those ratings up, because I'm not going to sit here, baby you, pull words out of your mouth. This is a business, the brand. This is a business. We need a good product. They're going to be held responsible for their ratings, Jeff. So I'm going to hit them too pretty hard next week. The deer in the headlights look. No, you can both talk. Let's get out of our comfort zones. Let's stop relying on Vince. This is your show. Go. You better increase those numbers. I think that's fair, Jeff. Would you agree?
I do it to myself. I look every time one of my shows drops. I'm like, why? Okay, what did I do differently in this show that it got less viewers than the last show? I think that will help. You know, that definitely helps. So yeah, you know what you should do is you should have to somebody's at the door, or you have to go to the bathroom and you have to leave for a minute and see what happens.
That'll be tremendous.
Because even if it's dead air, it will be one of the funniest things of the week.
You remember that happened the last time with 4 people, bro? I had to let the dog out and they didn't say a word until I came back.
Yeah,
bro, that's a great idea, Jeff. That's a great idea. I'll give them my spiel. And then I'll say, oh, wait a minute, somebody's at the door. And I'll go, and I won't come right back.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Bro, but it's like, bro, listen, I'm trying to make stars out of these two. You got to help me. I can't. Bro, not for anything. I love Sarah to death. But, bro, if she wants to compete in the modeling world, bro, we know how wrestling is. Can you imagine the modeling world? Like, can you imagine what a jungle? Bro, there are girls starving themselves and not eating and making themselves throw up to be models. Can you imagine politically what that's like? She's not going to make it not saying anything.
I did have an idea for the show that I'll talk to you off the air about.
All right. Yeah, but bro, we need ideas, bro. We need ideas.
I think I think it's a cool idea because listen. It's going to come with time. They will get used to each other. That comes with time. I've been there. If you go look at our first episodes of Lions, Tigers, Bears, and Dirt, I'm embarrassed watching myself. Like, I mean, it comes with time. So I think while you want to make them pay attention to the numbers, there's a little slack. I think we can cut them.
But I definitely do think we got to light a fire. I definitely think that.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Well, listen, there you have it, everybody. Jeff, we are, what is today? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days away from spring training games, bro. 4 days away next Tuesday. I can't wait. Everybody, we will be back next week. Jeff and I, Monday, there's not going to be a Vixen. Scott Taylor, Scotty Too Hottie, because I got so many shows in the can. I got to put them up, man. So Scotty Too Hottie on Monday, James Storm on Thursday, The Swerve, the Attitude Era show, bucket full of chicken X, the whole thing. We'll be back here next week. Jeff, listen, any big plans for the weekend?
I'm going to a baby shower. I didn't know guys got invited to this.
I was just going to say the same thing. Since when did dudes go to the baby shower?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a common thing. People, like, I've been confused about this, but my buddy and his wife are having a baby, and they're doing this shower together, and me and Big Guy got invited, so we're going to that.
So big
guy, today, it'd be Saturday, so today we're going.
So big guy's your date to the baby shower.
Yeah.
Well, bro, let's hope he's trim at least. Otherwise, he could be an embarrassment to you. You know what I'm saying, Jeff?
I'm gonna believe him that he says he's been working hard. He's been texting me from the gym. So he's been in good spirits. So
see, bro, I gotta tell you why I don't like when I hear that. Because everything with big guy. Everything you hear out of his mouth is gym. One doesn't work without the other, bro.
Right. No, he said he slipped up twice on the eating and the drinking. So if he's only slipped up twice in 25 days or whatever. I think that's great.
Yeah.
If that,
Jeff,
you know.
I swear, I'm just going to say this to everybody again, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I've done this before. And I mean, I got to tell you, man, based on my experience, I got to tell you, people that are trying to lose weight, if you feel unhealthy, if you're out of breath, bro, I used to go upstairs and I used to be out of breath. And I used to say, this is freaking ridiculous. I'm telling you, bro, there is like, I'll call it the 5-day hump. I'll call it if you can get over that hump, it's a piece of cake. But it's the first 5 days getting over the hump. Once you get over that hump, it's a piece of cake. I'm telling everybody. All right, bro, that's it. I'm done preaching. That's it for Anything But Freakin Wrestling. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you right here next week. Brand members, renew. Please renew. Remember, renew. We'll see you next week.